Today you are going to see something amazing. We are talking about technology today. We are talking about the future. What are the main goals? What are the main interactions which we are having them every single day? Actually, it's two of them. It's communication and it's trading. The whole world is based on these two things. Today we are speaking about the launch of a new blockchain. As you may already know, there are multiple kinds of blockchains in this world. We are talking about basically the proof of stake blockchain. We developed a blockchain which is not using so much energy like the other blockchains. So basically, behind our technology, we succeeded to build an entire ecosystem. We have multiple security layers. We are developing behind it directly connected fast payments. Last but not the least, we have what is called encrypted blockchain telecommunication. But let's see more about it. What are the multiple security layers behind our proof of stake blockchain? If we would take a comparison with the normal blockchains, where the blocks, in order to validate the transactions, are using a high amount of energy. If we would compare this to the consumed energy for the most of the proof of work blockchains, we could give electricity for an entire country for the next few years. So not only the technology we applied it behind and we built behind our blockchain, it's also the eco-friendly message we want to send. It's true, it's very cool, it's useful to have new technology, but as long as you don't destroy the environment with it. The blocks into our blockchain are validated, as I said, through the proof of stake. So basically we have the stakers and we have the masternode owners. Which makes our blockchain unique is the fact that we are limited in the number of the masternodes. There are only 4,000 spots available, nothing more. The staking instead, it's available for the decentralization for any one of us. We can create a staking node, we can help for the technology to evolve, and forwardly, you will understand a little bit how does the staking works and how is this important to sustain our blockchain. The masternode and the staking owners will be for sure rewarded for their work, like in normal proof of work. So when you're buying usually a miner to validate the blocks into the regular blockchains, you're actually making an investment on that miner, and then you use energy, and for that you are rewarded with the technology of the blockchain behind. In our case, we are using the staking, which is making basically the same thing. So forwardly speaking, why do we need these fast payments on our blockchain? How are they going to change the world? Well, in this moment, if you're going to a grocery shop and if you would like to purchase something using your blockchain technology, you might wait for that probably 10-20 minutes because you need for the blocks to validate in order to take your transaction as valid or not. But in our case, we succeeded to do this in less than 60 seconds, which makes possible for us to use this blockchain in regular and normal usability from life to life. Behind us, we have what is called encrypted and private communications. This is absolutely something new. Nobody did it before. We are not using the blockchain technology here. We are not using the keys generated from a wallet just to generate a transaction to encrypt it. No, we are storing the entire communication through the blockchain technology. And this is something amazing. But let's see more about the blockchain email. Why do we need a blockchain email? How is this changing the world? How is this different from the usual and normal regular email, which are we all using today? With more than 300,000 malware attempts every single day and one hacking attempt over the email every 37 seconds, maybe you could be one of the ones who was just hacking the attempt. We have more than 25 million emails hacked every single year. Maybe you wonder yourself, why should my email be more safe than it is? I'm not keeping anything valuable there, maybe, or maybe you do, or maybe you're really in the shoes of someone who had to suffer from his hacking. So this is why the security is very important. To use a decentralized service and the wallet-to-wallet messaging with totally end-to-end encryption. The blockchain email, it helps you, it gives you the possibility to be the owner of your own data. Because right now, actually when you open a mailbox, you're not entirely the owner of the blockchain, of the email itself. This email, you just receive it, it's stored on a server, it's not decentralized. Anyone who has access physically to that server, it can access your email. Okay, maybe they will say it's encrypted, it's impossible, it's maybe hard to do it, but it's still a chance to do it. This is why what we propose here, it's something different. It's an email which is not going to flood you with spam anymore, which is not going to make you ask yourself, did I send the email? Did he receive it? Let's see. How does this work? How is this telecommunication technology is changing the entire ecosystem of what does it mean? Emailing, messaging, voice messaging. What do you see here? It's actually a technological scheme to say like this. We made it as easy as possible for the entire community to understand it. And it's my duty to explain it to you. Basically, the blockchain transactions are made between two entities, from a wallet A to a wallet B. To open a wallet, you need what is called a private key. So, in the moment when I'm going to send an email, I'm going to access my wallet behind the scene, and then with the private key, I'm accessing my email so I can create it and prepare it to send it to you. You will also have an address to receive this email. How is this all done? So let's say basically you are using your PC or maybe your mobile device. This app behind is calling an API, and thanks to the encryption behind all this system, we are communicating from a wallet A to a wallet B through a communication wallet. The communication wallet is the one who holds the whole information behind. The communication wallet, it's impossible to be hacked. Actually, think about like this. In the moment you would like to try just to attempt to hack a wallet into the blockchain, you will have to spend billions just at least to try it. So basically, you are safe with your information. We just mentioned the fact that nobody else has access to this information, but we just said that on the regular email, the information is stored in a regular data center. But how this works? How is this information held? It's pretty easy actually. The moment you are sending an email, he is split it in multiple transactions, which are then recomposed on the other side in order for the information to flow to the receiver. Let's see why forwardly is it needed a voice and a chat blockchain telecommunication app, how this is working, and how is this going to change the entire telecommunication history. Because we are basically speaking right now for any reason about a stage from when you moved from the real fixed phone when you're just making a call like this to a mobile device. This is so huge step in the history of telecommunication. Did you ever wonder if with the actual applications which you are using, do you really have the privacy behind it? Have you ever opened your chat app, regular chat app, which you are using from a computer or another device? I'm sure you did, and you had a big surprise. All your informations were there. You could just see your past communications, messages, texts, videos, maybe sometimes years before. How is this done? Is this real privacy? It's your information for real, or is it held? Is it stored in data centers again, where somebody else can access it? Well, I will let you to wonder where self is. We are the real first voice and messaging app on the world which is using entirely the blockchain technology to broadcast the message. For those ones who are a little bit more technical, this would be something which will make them ask, but how is this possible? How can we make a block to transfer such big quantities of data? Well, it's pretty easy. Beside the fact that we are encrypting the message into a hex which is transferred through the blockchain in order for the receiver to get his message, we are also splitting the message. And the message is split between our blockchain and a partner blockchain which is called storage. The storage blockchain is totally decentralized as well and is dedicated for big data storage. So basically, in the moment someone would like or would make or generate a hack attempt over your account, not only that he would need to hack into one of your wallets, but he would also need to hack into multiple storage wallet addresses, which makes the total security behind of this blockchain. Let's see how actually it's technically possible to develop, to transfer, to decrypt, and to encrypt back all this information. What we are seeing again, it's the voice and processing and communication channels. Now, if you thought that the email over blockchain was a challenge, now multiple with 10 times this one. Because here we are talking about big quantity of data, and to transfer big quantity of data is not something which was easily to be put it in reality. Mostly when you do this over the blockchain. So let's see how does it work. Let's say John has a device B and Anna has the device B. So from the device A, I want to send a message to the device B, and I will just record the message of hello world. The moment I'm recording the message hello world, this, for example, let's say it has a capacity of 10 mega. A block is not that big, so you can just send 10 mega from a device A to the device B. So we came with this idea. First, what we should do, we should convert the voice message into a text in order for us to be able to stream it over the blockchain. And then we realized that, okay, but still is a big amount of data. How are we going to do this? And analyzing the sound, decomposing the frequencies, a lot of engineering behind, we realized we can diminish first the size of a file, of a voice message. And how we are doing this? Well, first of all, of course, we are running the noise cancellation algorithm behind. It's exactly like when you put those headsets on the airplane and suddenly there is no noise around you. And for the second stage, we run a low rate frequency and volume reduction. So basically, let's say if somebody screams to you, you will hear a calm voice. Because like this, we are reducing the quantity and the size of the file. The same communication is encrypted through a communication channel, which is a wallet C, composed by encryption from wallet A and wallet B. And then it's pretty easy. For the receiver, we are recomposing the audio from the hex we just transferred over the blockchain, and voila, in less than 60 seconds, the message is sent through the blockchain. Of course, not the entire message is sent using the G99 blockchain, as I just told you, and we are splitting this for multiple transactions, making it possible using also the storage blockchain. This is what we call today technology. This is how you need to use it in order to improve your private life, to make it feel like it's used for your own security. Wait, it's not more. Let's find out more about the ecosystem behind the blockchain of G99.
Standard Bank presents a G999 blockchain card at the size of a credit card directly connected to the blockchain merchant. A perfectly sized card powered by Nvidia Apollo 512 MCU, reliably protected by a unique secure chip and linked to a USB charger. There's a graphic display, a rechargeable battery, a Bluetooth or an NFC mode, and many more features in our innovative payment system. Store your assets secure on the first ledger of the size of a card. Find out more on G999name.net.
But let's see, what is the G999 card? How often are you using your credit card today? I believe every moment. Most of us, we are even forced to do it. We just pull it out just to cross the highway maybe, or for the daily grocery, or but basically for all the small payments you are using the credit card. It's no purpose, you put out your online banking and start making payments. What we created here, it's more than a digital card, it's more than future technology, it's more than nanotechnology, it's more than a computer in a size of a small card. The digital G999 card is at the size of a regular credit card, and is it the first digital blockchain card which can be used in order for you to make direct payments for the merchants. You can store your digital assets safely. Is it basically a ledger in the same time? And most important is a security token, and you will see why is this important for the entire community. We have multiple features behind the G999 card. First of all, as I told you, it's the cold storage wallet. Let's see a little bit for everybody who's not in this industry, what is a cold storage wallet? Well, the blockchain itself is based on tokens. These tokens are basically the value behind the blockchain. You need to keep safely your assets in order for you to make sure that tomorrow you still have your tokens. There are two kinds of wallets. Basically, there is a hot wallet and there is a cold wallet. What is a cold wallet? The cold wallet is exactly the wallet which is not connected to the internet, so it's not accessible for the hackers to get into it. The private key into a cold wallet is stored physically into a chip. This is the security chip behind the card. Besides this, we wanted to develop on this small device, on the finest technology ever existed, more functionality. So what we thought like this, it could be this a saving storage wallet. How this would work? When you will configure the G999 card using the app, also available for iOS and Android, you will be asked if you want to open a saving account. Well, it's not actually a saving account like the regular bank, which banks tells you tomorrow, we are sorry, you are blocked for the next 5 years, we choose so. You still have access to your key. So if you want to access your funds, you can do it directly through the blockchain wallet. But on the card, you can give this card to someone. Let's say maybe for your family, for your son, for your daughter. And you will set up a date when she will be 18 and you want to put something there, some tokens for them. And you keep putting, and now if the day reached when he turned 18, the wallet itself, it will open for the person who you just gave it to. Having such technology behind the G99 blockchain with fast validation into the blocks and having this card, what we thought, is this a good opportunity to make this possible, to push the technology a little bit forward and make the blockchain payments easy for everybody? Can we do this? Then, as any challenge accepted, as you can see, we did it. This is the first merchant which is accepting a blockchain card directly for direct payments. How is this working? Let's say you have a shoe store, and it would be good for you to accept the new tokens into your store. You just download the app, and from that moment, after the registration, you are ready to use the blockchain technology. You can start accepting our tokens, and not only. But let's speak a little bit more about the merchant a little bit later. Let's see how the key is it working and how is this important for all of us. As you might all already found, there is some technology in this world which is making a very, very good job so far with the second factor authentication. But still, it was a little bit questionable these days. We have a lot of hacking attempts over the accounts of our entire community, and keeping safe their own data, it's also important for us. So what we have from today, what we try to develop, and what we succeed to develop. It's a G99 key. Once you are the holder of the card will always generate a unique key for you, and this key you can use it on the entire ecosystem of the GSB in order for you to log in. This is offering you the second layer of security. So beside the fact that nobody will be able to recover your password anymore or to ask for the private keys or wherever in behalf of your name, you just need to have the card and that's it. You can connect safely and you can keep safe any entire asset over the entire community. As we can see in this small image, we can see a direct payment. How is it done? Through the app of the cold storage wallet. We are basically holding the private key into the device, and once you initiate the transaction, if you are not the owner, if you're not the holder of the card, you cannot finish the transaction. Which means in the same time, if you don't have the PIN from the phone, still you cannot finish the transaction. So basically, I'm going to answer you to an important question. If somebody is stealing my phone, is he able to access my funds? Absolutely not. This is 100% impossible. But if somebody is stealing my wallet, is he ready? Is he able to access my funds? Well, actually not. The card is safe, it's real, and it protects everyone to have their own assets safely stored. Forwardly speaking, we needed to connect the entire card with a merchant so you can accept the payments behind. The merchant itself, it's something unique also, it's something new because it's an open source merchant and it works like this. If you have a project developed on the blockchain and would you like to make it mass adopted for the entire community, you will have the entirely support from our team to implement your own blockchain technology into our merchant and into our card. So the entire community will be able to use any technology. This is what it means to be blockchain freedom. The merchant is accepting the payment with the G999 card. Well, probably some of you will ask, how is this even possible? How this device can accept an online payment if behind we just said is not connected to the internet and the key is privately stored on the card? The answer is pretty simple actually. We created a third wallet. So besides the cold wallet, the saving wallet, we have the spendings wallet. The spendings wallet, you have to see it like a regular bank account, to say like this, from where you're not keeping your entire amount of assets. You just put a small size there. The moment you will firstly connect and synchronize the card with the application, we are going to ask for your acceptance to share with us only the private key from this wallet, from the spendings wallet. It's not necessarily to do it. You can do it only if you want. Once you share it with us this, we are privately storing totally encrypted this. In the moment you are making a payment with the card, we are checking the balance over the blockchain, we are verifying the balance, and then we are transferring the funds from your card to the merchant. It's so easy. We all know that the tokens behind the blockchain technology, they might be volatile, so we thought about it. Therefore, we developed, using the artificial intelligence, a system which is automatically converting these tokens into a stable token. So if you asked for the $100 for the shoes, you will still receive $100 for those shoes. You don't have to worry about it. Last but not least, we truly believe that in order for us to develop a mass adoption, for people to understand how does it work and how is this going to help them in their life to life, we developed our own blockchain academy. This academy is going to be available using our blockchain tokens and they will for sure be here to help you. We have an entire community which is going to offer live sessions every week for everybody who really is ready to understand this this technology. We are going to release recording videos every single week. Well, this was the G99 ecosystem, and I thank you everybody for your presence. I'm Alex.